Welcome to Art, Life, and Pixels. Hello there, how are you? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell, it's been a few weeks since my last post, and what you're seeing me do right now is take down the work that I basically worked on for the last, I guess, 5-ish weeks now. I usually do, or have started to work on my art pieces while I'm doing my client work. I think I can't just keep going in one direction constantly. I have to balance both. I think that's the best way forward for me. Plus, news. It's also been an exciting time. I became a grandmother over the last few weeks. Everyone is doing well and happy to report healthy, and I'm super grateful. Now, for this video, I thought it'd be a good idea to put together a bit of a studio vlog, or at least my version of one. I am taking down the things that I produced over the last few weeks so that I can start anew for the next few weeks. So anywhere between mid-April into end of May, let's say. Right now, that's what you're watching me do. Put away my paints, put away my supplies that I don't think I'm going to need for the moment. But that can change. I'm pretty free about that kind of stuff. I used a lot of different mediums this past month, and in particular, soft pastels. You're seeing me put them away right now. I had an Inktense, a Derwent Inktense tin, and they fit perfectly for that kind of pastel. I think I have a Sennelier landscape set and I think the botanical unison pastels. Not quite sure because obviously I've taken them out of the box. I'm not necessarily planning to sell any of what I'm going to show you. Unless something catches your eye, just let me know. I'd be happy to see if we can do something together. Now, before I put these away, I'm going to walk you through what I created. Now, you'll find that I've posted these on Instagram or even BlueSky. I used also some new watercolor paper that I found on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. It's a very thick A3 sized watercolor paper, and it's very, very good. I was very impressed with it, and it's very affordable. So I'll link that up. This is also I think it is a Canson multimedia paper. Very good. Doesn't buckle. Used wet media, dry media. Fantastic. I highly, highly recommend it. Now, this is, what am I picking up next? Oh, yes. We're going to talk about the last piece that I did in the most recent, I guess. It's the flowers in a pot this time. So yeah, very, very happy about how that one came out. And I call that one a success. And here's the obligatory tree that I end up doing constantly. I guess when I don't know what to do, I go back to the tree. And it's done on that paper, that watercolor paper that I talked about before. These, I took the large sheets of Canson multimedia and cut them down. Oh yes. When I put away my work, I try to document at least the date. I don't organize a lot of stuff, but at least I do this. Sometimes it's just good to record that kind of information. And yeah, that's a good practice that I've started in my art practice. And I hope to adopt it more and more and more and more because I found myself not remembering. I was gifted a pad of drawing paper, and it's from the 80s, I think. Obviously not great for wet media, but I loved the cover. The cover is from the 80s, and as a graphic designer, I had to keep it. And I'll pop it in there, and you can see it's very, very graphic, and I just love it. Here is, again, the pots with the foliage. I was really into that in the last few weeks. Now, for the paper, I bought 2 pads. One's called Victoria, the other one's called Delia. They're both comparable to cold press, so they have a texture. They are both the same color, the same weight, same size pads, so I can't tell the difference, but really affordable, and I'll put the link in the description. Now, on to another project that I've been developing since, I would say late 2024, and it's based on my graphic studio templates available on my website. I thought, well, I wanted to bring them into a proper book format. An 8x10 book with interior pages that have designated spaces for swatching. This is where the difficulty is. The paper inside isn't super ideal for wet media. So I'm afraid at this stage, no watercolor or gouache or anything too wet. It'll either soak through to the other side of the page or buckle. So it's not ideal for that. I tested it with watercolor and acrylic without a ground. Like I said, the watercolor just bled right through. But if you really want to try it with absorbent ground from Golden. I didn't really like the way it felt or went down, so I'm not going to do that. Mind you, you can use the clear gesso or even white gesso if you want in the oval spaces and put down your acrylic paint, but you can use it without any primer directly on the paper and it will work perfectly. So what I'm saying is you have options. But I don't recommend the watercolor or the absorbent ground because it doesn't work well with this paper. Next, I tried the Caran d'Ache Neo Color ones. Perfect application. Paper is really, really smooth, so that is a winner combination. The next application I tried was my soft pastels. Very good as well. Because the surface of the paper is so smooth, it made the application to the paper fantastic, very, very soft. And I would even say you can use a fixative to lock it in. I would even go as far as using oil pastels, using some fixative at the end, of course, or you can put wax paper between your pages just so that they don't contaminate each other. So I will be heading back to the drawing board and working some more on these books. More to come soon. If you didn't already know, I've got over 10 downloadable ready-to-use templates on my website. When you purchase one of my graphic studio template sets, you'll receive an email with a zip file containing PNG files and the PDF files, along with step-by-step instructions on how to upload and use your templates. You can print the PDF files as many times as you want. Here's part of a video that I did to introduce it. My name is Josiane, and I'm here to introduce Graphic Studio. Whether you're a student, an artist, or fellow designer, I've created a range of digital templates to save you time, maintain consistency, and elevate your projects. Inside Graphic Studio, you'll find a variety of digital downloads and print-ready templates. These templates are designed for anyone who wants professional, high-quality visuals without spending hours designing them from scratch. They're beginner-friendly, but also fully customizable. So if you love tweaking things to fit your brand or your style, you'll have plenty of flexibility. So here I have an example of a printed out PDF of Swatcher 1 and Swatcher 2. So this is the Swatcher 1, which is a coloring pencil swatching template. It could be for any other media if you want. The ovals are quite small, and you can document all of the information about your colors. This was on canvas paper that can be used for acrylic paint or oil paint in the end. And this is Swatcher 2. This is 4 watercolors on watercolor paper. So I was able to find 8.5 by 11 watercolor paper. And just make sure your printer can print thicker paper and you're as good as gold. Now, this is a bit of a sneak peek at an upcoming book that I am trying to put together. It will be for a color wheel book, and I think it's a great way to document and to practice your color mixing techniques, because you'll be able to use that color wheel or those color wheels as references for the future. And color mixing is very important, and it's a great way to practice. As you see me finish up the cleanup of my bench and the putting away of things for the month of activities and art making ahead, I want to thank you for watching, and I want to thank you for having just been along with me for this video, and I appreciate it. And if you have any comments or any questions, please feel free to add them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And I, in the meantime, would love to offer you a very artistic and productive next few weeks. And I hope to be able to give you a bunch of new updates on where the situation with the books are and if I've added anything to my website. So I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.